Have you ever wondered how to build better in Minecraft? Hi, my name is Cheater, and today I will give you some advice that should improve your building skill. The first of all, the most important step is to find an idea for your building and plan it. Here you can invent in yourself on finding inspiration from some games or buildings in your city. Of course, it is a good idea to find something in net, where you can find a huge amount of different buildings and more. So the choice is yours, and when you find the perfect idea, we can move on. Once you have the idea for construction, we can go to the planning your buildings. For this, I recommend using wool on concrete. You can also use other blocks, it doesn't matter. We start planning by selecting the main walls and any additional elements, such as doors, pillars, house extensions, gardens, etc. It is worth to adding so as not to be afraid to experiment with the shape of the building. Start with a simple shape, for example a rectangle, and then add a few elements such as a place for the towers, balconies or other. You can add anything you want. I have to say that is really important step, because it will be very useful and helpful in the future struggles with building. So spend some time at this stage to make building easier, faster and more enjoyable later. The next step is build to first walls. Here it is necessary to focus on the height of the building and the texture of the walls. Of course, you can use one blocks, but for me a better solution is to create walls from several similar blocks. For example, stone, stone bricks and cobblestone. Other idea, any strip spruce logs and the same type of the planks. Maybe other idea, cobblestone and tuff. To be honest, you have plenty options. I would like to add that you can try to mix some walls. For example, main walls made of stone and the second walls with wood. I always recommend using different blocks, so that our building has character and doesn't look like a huge pile of the one block. It's also a good idea to create walls from different blocks and build alternately, but I'm developing this thought in the next steps of this tutorial, and now let's move on. Currently, we will deal with the pillars and the effect of the div of the building. Personally, I believe that the pillars are primarily a great idea to upgrade buildings. It adds a stunning effect to our buildings, but of course, we can add other things to get our div effect. But first, pillars. In this case, we can make pillars with many blocks, like stone, wood and others. But here I want to focus on wood. In this case, we can mix some kind of wood again. For example, strip spruce logs and oak logs together perfectly. You can also connect the pillars, then add arches, thanks to which you will get the perfect effect. Try it yourself and you will surely find out. The second way to get deep effect is to add window sills and some decorations, but we're going to this part in the next steps of this guide. If you are planning more floors, this is the perfect time to add them. We are repeat previous point and building the floors, but here we are coming back to the point of the building walls from different blocks, alternately. I think that this is a great way to create beautiful walls, by building with wood and for example bricks or white blocks. It's simple, we build wood and other blocks, alternately. The effect looks like this. Judge for yourself what do you think about it, and let me know in the comment. Another similarly simple step is the roof. From my point of view, the roof often affects the overall perception of the building. So if the roof is hopeless, then the whole building will be hopeless. And what do you think about it? Coming back, I always think that the roof should be simple and at the same time have unique details that I will try to explain to you. Personally, I love to create constructing roof contours to fill, which makes it brilliant. A good example is dark oak wood and spruce wood. Take a look. Another and I think more important things is the shape of the roof, for which we have a lot of possibilities. But in this episode we are discussing one. If you want me to discuss more types of wood, let me know and I will try to do something like that for you. First, the outlines of the roof. As you can see, I create small arches at the front of the building and added a few details, which in my opinion creates an excellent effect. Secondly, we can make the roof in various ways, from stairs, full blocks or slabs. Of course, we can also mix it. The trick is to build a roof that will not be too high or too low and will look good, not some kind of mixture of the all blocks. It's time to take care of the details and decoration. At this point, we focus on everything like doors, windows, chimneys, plants, lanterns, gardens and more. We should devote as much time as possible to this stage, because it depends on what the final look of our house will look like. But remember not to add too much, we want it to look nice, not like everything and nothing. Let's start with windows and doors. At this point, it is worth adding a window sills with several decoration to each window. We have plenty options for the doors, but I'm showing you how to make a door with arch. We can also add a few banners around the house, which will add a nice mood. It's a good idea to add a chimney, which I think is a must-have in any cottage and looks great. And now we are taking care of the all other decoration that we consider necessary. And remember to spend some time on them, and we will see in a moment. As you can see, our house is almost ready, and it looks amazing. At the end, I mentioned that another option to obtain the effect of dip is to add window sills, buttons and other blocks that, as you can see, give the building a non-standard shape. I came up with the idea to add some additional elements such as canopies, additional pillars and some furniture. Now we should focus on the elements around the house. We can add some bushes, tree, flowers and path, etc. Once we have done everything outside, we can move on to the interior. Here is one good question: do you prefer a decorative or survival interior? Anyway, one thing is important: you need to plan your space and know what do you want to add there. For example, here will be storage and here will be bedroom. Then we need to add some furniture as well as some blocks. If you don't have an idea for furniture, you can use the idea of other that you will surely find, or look at the photo of interiors on the internet and maybe come up with something yourself. And the same time in this case, the more time you spend here, you should get a better effect. And here is my effect. Personally, I love it when everything is close together and it's tight. Of course, you may like a different style. As of today, these were all steps. Unfortunately, this is very little information. So if you have any question or ideas that I can share with you, let me know in the comments. And of course, let me know what do you think about episodes like that. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Take care everybody, take care. Also, a big thanks for every memberships on my channel.